Next, we have Moises Echevarria, President and CEO of the Oklahoma Center for Community and Justice.
We live in critical times when the true content of our character will be measured according to our response to the divisive, hurtful rhetoric and policies affecting law-abiding Oklahomans. We can look back at the dark chapters of our history and wonder what we would have done had we lived in such a time. We don't have to wonder anymore. We are grateful to our leaders in our city and state, including mayors, university presidents, school superintendents, law enforcement agencies, and many others who understand the important role of inclusion for the vitality of our community. Inclusive leadership requires creating spaces where all individuals have the same opportunity to thrive. Their leadership has helped create clarity and progress. On behalf of communities who are negatively affected by recent executive orders, we say thank you. We stand in solidarity with our leaders who have chosen to be a voice of inclusion for all Oklahomans. We will continue to work tirelessly until we achieve respect and understanding among all people, despite our deepest differences. Thank you.
Next, we are joined by Ali Hashimi, Associate Director of Tulsa Metropolitan Ministries.
Tulsa Metropolitan Ministries is gravely concerned that President Trump, who has responsibility to ensure safe border control, is overstepping his authority by issuing a reactive, short-sighted, narrow-minded, and obviously discriminatory order. His actions affect permanent residents who are legally living in the United States to travel back and forth internationally, but who are now caught up in an ill-conceived plan to restrict Muslims. Beyond the legally established permanent residents, Mr. Trump's actions that ban or temporarily ban Muslims and Muslims alone appears to be a religious test for due process and rights available to other faith traditions. His ban, even temporarily, on others from specific countries solely because they are a particular nationality is discriminatory and reminds us of the time when our government limited immigration of Chinese, Japanese, Irish, and other countries. These previous acts, while technically legal at the time, have been perceived in hindsight as being disrespectful, dehumanizing, and mean-spirited, and most of all, nothing but discrimination. As a native-born American Muslim who is directly being impacted by this executive order, I urge all of our citizens to engage in their civic duties and be the voice for the vulnerable immigrants who are fleeing persecution. Let us stand united and affirm to the world that we are the nation which was built on the commitment to welcome the tired, the poor, and those yearning for freedom. Thank you.
Next, we have Dr. Andrea Walker from Compassionate Tulsa.
Good morning. In June of 2015, Tulsa elected to become a compassionate community. Even though we've had good people in Tulsa doing good things for a long time, what this actually means is that we join the ranks of a number of communities worldwide that are actually devoting their time to recognizing the importance of compassion in all of our interactions. So what this means is that Tulsans honor the inviolable sanctity of every single human being without exception, treating everybody with absolute justice, equity, and respect. This means that our diversity is recognized as our strength, and we treat others the way that we want to be treated. The Tulsa Islamic Society has demonstrated and embodied this value over and over again. Over the past few years, I've witnessed numerous occasions where acts of kindness have originated from this group. And I continue to be humbled by their valiant efforts to reach out to this community, to connect, to develop relationships, and to give back. And it is in that vein that I express my deep sadness about the potential pain that this group may be feeling. And I'm grieved, actually, by the idea that you all may potentially be separated from the people that you care about, the people that love, the people that matter to you. I just want you to know you're not alone. You're part of this community. You're Tulsans. We care about you. And when you hurt, we all hurt. Know that. I'm sorry.
Next, we are joined by Rabbi Dan Kaman from Congregation B'nai Emunah.
My name is Daniel Shalom Kaman. I am a Jew. I am a rabbi. I'm a student. I'm a teacher. And I am the son of an immigrant to this country. My family came here seeking opportunity and equality, diversity, and freedom. Yet it would seem today those values are under threat. The Talmud teaches of a moment in history when an oppressive government decreed destruction on the people Israel. They were forbidden to study Torah. They were forbidden from publicly signaling their religious identity. They were forbidden from observing Jewish rituals. The community leadership knew it needed to respond, but it did not know how. And so, as the story goes, they sought the wise counsel of a respected woman of the society. Her advice: join together and cry out. Make your voice heard. But she added, you must cry out against injustice amidst the darkness of night. And so they did. Shoulder to shoulder, underneath a pale moon, they shared these words. Heaven, are we not all siblings? Are we not all children of the same Father? Are we not all children of the same mother? Why are we different from other nations? Why must nations be divided? Why must harsh decrees be made against us, be made against them? The result, the decrees for destruction were rescinded, and the day was proclaimed holy. Friends, the ancient cry of my ancestors must be heard today once again. I repeat, are we not all siblings? Are we not all children of the same mother? Are we not all children of the same father? But why did that wise woman insist that this protest be lodged at night, under the cover of darkness? Most certainly she did not intend for voices to be stifled. Rather, it is in darkness that we find power. In darkness, we cannot see differences. In darkness, we need each other. In darkness, we must come together. I do not know when this darkness will be lifted, but until light comes, I will continue to cry out. Are we not all siblings? Are we not all children of the same Father? Are we not all children of the same mother? A society and a family are like a pile of stones. If you remove one stone, the pile will collapse. If you add a stone to it, it will stand.